Hey, hello everyone. Good evening, everyone. We know, we all are here to discuss about the. I think, you guys show our poster, why casting vote is very important because our election is 28th April. Although, advanced polling is advanced voting is going on. A lot of people already voted. I already voted. I know some people already voted, and then we are very honored that our MP Salma Jahid is with us, and also our two very popular, I think, popular person in the community, Abdul Halim and Samsul Islam is there. So everyone, welcome, 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 and thank you very much, Salma. I know you have a very busy schedule at this time, but thank you very much for taking your time to talk to us. We really appreciate that.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Can you hear me properly?
Yeah, I can hear
Yes.
you now properly.
Okay.
Yeah, so thank you very much for joining us. I know, like 1 week there is election. You are too much
Yeah,
busy.
today is the last day for the advanced poll, so yeah,
I know. So yeah, thank you for taking out time for us. So
no
we
problem.
can start from you, Salma.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so
Okay. As
yeah,
you say,
yeah. So I think we can start with you. Like what about you want to say yourself or introduce? I know everyone knows, but at least everyone got a 10 seconds for everyone to introduce
I
themselves.
am I am Salma Zahid. I am the Liberal candidate for the riding of Scarborough Centre, Don Valley East. I have been Member of Parliament for Scarborough Centre since 2015. With redistribution now, the name of the boundaries have changed, and now the riding will be called as Scarborough Centre, Don Valley East. The election is April 28th. Today, just the advance polls finished. So I hope I can count on the support of the community to make sure that we can continue representing and continue working to make Canada as one of the best country in the world where everyone is part of the Canadian dream. And it is really very important to give a strong mandate to our leader Mark Carney so that we have a liberal government which can stand up to Donald Trump under the leadership of Mark Carney. And Mark Carney's government will make sure that life is more affordable for all Canadians.
Thank you very much. We are looking forward to it. So now, Halim bhai.
Yeah. Hi. Hello, everyone, and thank you for inviting us. And thanks to the NRB TV CEO Shahidul Islam Mintu,
Yes.
and thank you for hosting this show, Shobita Shomani, and also hello to my one of my brother Shamsul Bhai, which is nickname is Faisal Bhai. He is known as. We are very pleased to have you, Salma, here. Let's have some discussion that why this election is so important and what are the differences this election between the last one and this one. Salma, you can start, please.
Thank you, Halim Bhai, and thank you for having me. Thank you for all the support, and you are one of my constituents, so that's good to connect with you. This is not an ordinary election. It's a very consequential election. I think one of the most important consequential elections in our lifetime. The situation where Canada is right now, I have not seen in the last 25 years since I have come to this country. Uh, Donald Trump has imposed unnecessary tariffs, unjustified tariffs on Canada. And that will lead to affecting the jobs of the Canadian workers.
Yes.
It is really very important that we have someone who can make sure that our Canadian workers are protected here in Canada. And there are threats to our democracy, to our sovereignty. USA, Donald Trump is threatening that Canada should become the 51st state. So we need a strong leader, a government which can stand up to Donald Trump, fight these unnecessary tariffs, and make sure that Canada remains a sovereign country forever. We have to make it clear to the world, to USA, that Canada will never be a 51st state.
Of course.
So this is one of the biggest issue which is on the minds of the Canadians. Since March 1st, I've been out knocking doors, and these are the conversations we are having at the doorsteps. So it is really very important that we see that what is at stake and who can best represent Canadians at this difficult moment. So this race is between the Liberal under the leadership of Mark Carney and the Conservative Party. under the leadership of Pierre Poilievre. Mark Carney has that strong economic background. He has the credentials, he has the qualification, he has the experience. He has dealt with the crisis. He knows how to deal with the crisis. As Governor of the Bank of Canada, he took Canada out of the recession in 2008.
Okay.
And as Governor of the Bank of England, he dealt with the crisis which England had to face during the Brexit. So he knows how to deal with it. He has the ability. See, there are certain things which are in our control. There are certain things which are not in our control. What Donald Trump does is not in our control. But what is in our control is that we build one of the strongest economy here in Canada. We have one country, not like 13 trade. Like we have to break these internal barriers, interprovincial barriers, and build one economy, not 13 economies. So Mark Carney has a strong economic background, and he knows how to build one of the strongest economy in G7. He would be able to do that. He knows how to stand up to Donald Trump. He knows how to negotiate with him. He can bring the international support through the other G7 countries and the G20 countries. Pierre Poilievre, on the other hand, has no qualification, no experience, and is just running his campaign on slogans.
Thank you. Is there anything Halim Bhai or Faisal want to add?
Yeah, Faisal, do you want to add something?
Okay. Actually, I appreciate that Honorable Salma Jahid what said about Mark Carney. The whole world is in a turmoil right now, and I don't want to mention either US or any other parts or anybody's name. The things that are happening right now is going in negative way because the politics and economy and everything is going actually down. So what I felt like, I agree with the Salma Jahid that the economists like Mark Carney, and also I know many other economists, even in Bangladesh, Professor Dr. Muhammad Yunus, they are trying to build or to gather something good for not only for their region, they are trying to do it for whole country. So I have a trust on Mark Carney that he will be able to do something good for us. The thing is, if we talk about the what is liberalism and what is conservative thing is what I have seen in my mind. I'm not a politician or something like that. Among you guys, I'm a kind of a defined person. So the thing is, if you look back, like why sometimes the conservative people think about that, okay, say Copernicus, say Tesla, say Archimedes, say Galileo, when they talk, they were, even I can name more and more. They talked, but only the conservatives at that time punished them by different ways, Socrates, Plato, and everybody. But nowadays, the same thing is happening. So, only thing is, I feel like that the liberals can think out of the box and do something good for mankind, human being. That's I feel like always.
Thank you, Faisal.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So, and that's why I feel like that Mark Carney is the right person at this moment. And if anybody is inclined with his mind, I would vote for them.
Thank you.
Can I ask something
Yeah,
to
sure.
Honorable Salma Jahid? That we talk about a lot of issues every time the election comes. We talk about so many things, whether it is provincial issues or federal issues. People do not see the differences, what they're facing, the consequences. You may have heard that there was a bystander Indian student, 21 years old. She was killed just day before on Jane Street. And one of
Gang
the
fight.
minister was Mr. Bill Blair since long time. So how can we prevent this kind of things happening from happening in future if Liberal forms the government?
Thank you, Halim Bhai. I know crime and violence are rising in neighborhoods, and also online crime is a issue. Uh, like increase in violent crimes, including car theft, home invasion, is making Canadians less safe and like worried about their daily lives. So we we will keep a serious plan to keep our communities safe, uh, and it starts with responsible action to keep guns out of the streets. We will continue to take action to keep the assault style rifles, firearms out of our communities. We have banned a lot of assault style firearms, and we will continue that. Mark Carney government will continue to implement an efficient gun buyback program for assault style rifles. And we will also legislate a pre authorization system that ensures that the classification of the new firearm model entering the market is determined by the RCMP and not by the gun industry. That is really very important. And we will automatically revoke the gun licenses for individuals convicted of violent offenses, particularly those convicted of intimate partner violence offenses and those subject to protection orders. We will also make sure that we will end the drug and human trafficking in our communities, crack down on drugs, including fentanyl and illegal guns, stop gangs from smuggling the stolen cars out of country. So for that, we will train 1,000 new CBSA officers, the Canada Border Service Agency officers. In addition to that, we will also secure our borders. We will stand up additional border scanners and even the drones and new K-19s to target more suspicious shipments at our land borders and also the ports and the railways. So we are taking these measures to make sure that Canadians are safe, and everyone, as a parent, I want a safe place for my children so that when they leave home, I don't have to worry about every second until they come back home. So every Canadian should feel safe in their home, in their communities. So we will act decisively to strengthen the criminal code and move aggressively to protect victims by making bail laws stricter for violent and organized crimes, home invasion, car theft, and human trafficking. So we have a plan, and we will continue to work on that to make sure that Canada is a safe place for every Canadian.
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Yeah, I have a one question like for Salma Zahid. If we keep it like one-sided, like a global economy Trump, okay, so just to keep it like that part, but like how do your party plan to address the rising cost of the household? Like, Toronto is so expensive, and then like, what is the plan to like keep the like people a little bit like they can afford their needs?
Yeah, housing has been issue, and like the prices have gone very high here in this community in Scarborough, in GTA, in Toronto. So Mark Carney has announced a very ambitious housing plan, the most ambitious housing plan since the World War II. So under this plan, the federal government will be back in the construction business. There will be an agency, Build Canada Homes, which will act as a builder and make sure that the pace of the construction of the houses is increased. The target will be to construct 500,000 houses every year in Canada. It is one of the most ambitious plans since World War II. Canada did that after the World War II, and I am very hopeful that Canada will be able to build back again and emerge as a strong Canadian economy. And we will give incentives to first-time home buyers also. That's also one of the most important issues which we are trying to address, because a lot of people who have not as yet entered into housing market cannot afford to buy a house. So for first-time home buyers, if they buy a house under $1 million, there will be no GSTs. That will save them approximately $50,000.
Wow.
So these are some of the measures we are taking. We will build more affordable housing, more housing for the seniors as well as the students, and the target is to build 500,000 houses. So Build Canada Homes will act as a builder.
Oh, that's really good plan. Very good plan. Any question about anyone? Yes, Faisal, go ahead.
Thank you.
Okay, Honorable Salma Jahid, how about the gun control? Because we have seen we are living here almost 20 years in Canada, and we are seeing in USA the gun violence and everything is there, and those things are coming into Canada. And fortunately, Canada doesn't have that kind of what is called the free gun system over here. But unfortunately, those guns are coming in Canada. How do you think that liberals can stop it and eliminate these kind of things? Because we don't need guns. Only police needs gun,
Yeah, so see,
right?
we have
So
banned
how we
the
can
Yeah, yeah,
get rid of this kind of things?
we have banned the assault style rifles already, and
yeah.
we will make sure that guns are off the streets. I know there are a lot of illegal guns are coming through USA, and as I said, that we are planning to train 1,000 new CBSA officers. Also, we are planning to hire 1,000 new RCMP officers, and at the borders, we have increased the scanning through additional resources we are giving to CBSA and RCMP. And there are even like some of them, like we have introduced more scanners, drones to make sure that the illegal guns coming in can be controlled from entering Canada.
Thank you for that. Do you want to add, anyone want to add anything on this gun control, or we can go
No,
to the different
I
topic?
think like
I
we can
think
go to the next. Yeah.
Sorry, I think Mr. Bill Blair is working on that, but because of political reason, he is not able to do control everything altogether. He's still trying to do that. But I think the liberals should do more and more on that issue, gun control. I believe it.
Yeah, definitely. So let me go to the different issue now. Salma Jahid, you did very good job so far. I have seen for the Palestinian issues, and this is one of the I think
Burning.
important issue
Burning issue. Yeah.
for a lot of people's. You don't necessarily have to be a Muslim to condemn this.
Thank you, Halimba. You have raised an important issue, and it has not been easy for all of us seeing the images which have been coming from Gaza. The war started on October 7, 2023, and since then it has not been easy. I chair Canada Palestine Parliamentary Friendship Group, and I have been an advocate of a ceasefire, the recognition of the Palestinian state, recognition of anti Palestinian racism. I was one of the very few MPs who stood up in the House of Commons and asked for a ceasefire immediately after the war. And I brought 32 other MPs and initiated a letter asking the Government of Canada to call for a ceasefire on October 20th, 2023. And I've been advocating for the rights of the Palestinian people since then, even before the war started. I went to West Bank and East Jerusalem back in January 2024 to hear firsthand from the Palestinian people. And I've seen the constant dehumanization of the Palestinian people there every second of their life. Our young people cannot even enter the Al-Aqsa Masjid. I was able to enter because I had a Canadian passport.
Right.
People are not allowed to pray freely there. And what we have seen is the destruction of the hospitals, destruction of the schools, this cut off of the electricity by the Israeli government. There is no humanitarian aid is getting into Gaza. People are dying of starvation. Our kids, so small kids are dying of starvation. We have seen camps on fire. This is like a genocide happening. So it is really very important, and I will keep on pushing the Government of Canada to make sure that we recognize the state of Palestine, because Canada's foreign policy is very clear, and it's a two-state solution.
Yeah.
A state of Palestine where people of
Two-state
Palestine
solution.
can live freely, a state of Israel where people of Israel can live freely. So it is important that we recognize Palestinian state. There should be a two-way arms embargo, and like clear-cut two-way arms embargo. There should not be any arms going either from Canada or through USA to Gaza or West Bank or even East Jerusalem, where people are being killed. There needs to be a two-way complete arms embargo. Period. So I have advocated for these things and I will continue to do that. It is really very important that all of us stand up for the rights of the Palestinian people and
100%.
make sure that Canada recognizes the decisions which are made of the plausible genocide by ICC and ICJ, because Canada is a signatory. International rule of law has to prevail and no one should be above the rule of law. Wars have rules. Every war protects civilians. So it is important that if Netanyahu or any other members of Israeli government are not following the international rule of law, they should be punished. There needs to be sanctions on the Israeli officials.
Thank you for that.
No one in this world should be above international law.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This is a very bold statement. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. But I hope this is not going to be too late, because I feel like day by day is really going to be late and that people are dying every day. So it should be as soon as possible.
Correct.
I have advocated for that, and I assure you that if elected on April 28th, I will continue to advocate for the rights of all vulnerable human beings across the world, including the Palestinian people.
Thank you.
Correct. So, okay, can we go to the different topics?
Yes. Sure.
Before that, Mr. Halim, before that, I have another question to Salma Jahid. The thing is that I feel like it is possible. Do you think that the minimum wages should be raised in Canada for all Canadians from 15 to something like upper? Is it possible if the economy is good, or our president or sorry, prime minister is economist or something like that? If it is it possible in future?
Minimum wages are set by the provinces also.
Provinces, yeah.
Yes. So, but life has to be made. Of course, people have been finding it difficult to make their ends meet. We have to make sure that life is more affordable. Mark Carney has announced that there will be tax breaks for the middle class, and average two-income family will see savings of $825 per year. We will make sure that programs like Canada Child Benefit, $10 a day childcare, Canadian dental program are there, because these programs are at risk if Pierre Poilievre comes in. The Conservative government under Pierre Poilievre will cut all these programs on which the families in Scarborough Centre, Don Valley East are relying, the Canadian families are relying. Here they have said that. So it is really very important that we make sure that we have a strong Liberal government so that we can count on those programs which are really making a difference in the lives of the Canadians.
Thank you for that. So actually, Salma has to go. But before you go, can I ask you one last thing? That I know that you are the part of the Bangladesh Canada caucus, a member of that caucus. So what would you say about the Bangladeshi people for this election?
I am very proud to represent a strong Canadian community of Bangladesh origin in the House of Commons, and you have been there for Canada, and it is really very important that the issues which this community face are well represented in Ottawa. I will make sure that I continue to talk on the issues which are important to the Canadians of Bangladesh origin, and I will make sure that we work together on the issues which are important to you all, to make sure that everyone here in Canada, regardless of from where they came, when they came, can achieve a Canadian dream. So my plea is, on April 28th, vote for Salma Zahid to make sure that we can build a strong community here in Scarborough Centre, Don Valley East, and a stronger Canada. A lot is at stake in this election, come out, make sure that you are part
Yes.
of this democratic process. It's important to get your voice heard. So vote on April 28th and be heard. And I want to assure you that I will be your strong voice. I will be a voice of all constituents, including the Canadians of Bangladeshi origin, in the House of Commons.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Sabita, you want to wrap up with her? So
Yeah, thank you very much, Salma Jahid. It's really nice to hear from you. A lot of things like I think like people whoever hearing, they will be like more clear why they should vote for liberal, why they should vote for you. So thank you very much.